So if the hashtag wasn't enough clear, now you know the reason of it. Other situation was this pic that was allegedly talk the day of Mama's 2017 that includes EXOs with their middle finger up to the roof.
I'll say Rosé. Between Rosé and Jisoo, but I'm leaning more towards Rosé. 그래서 I don't be too far off. Shit again.
I'm the type of girl that everybody type, double tap, 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 what everybody like. You can check my steps, got everybody's eye. And
alright guys, we are back. Listen, we're getting into EXO versus Mama 2017. What went wrong? Isn't Mama a Korean award show or a performance show? Because I've heard of Mama before. So I think that's what this is. I could be mistaken. We'll find out when we start watching. But yeah, I don't know if maybe there was some discretion or some disgruntledness. Like, I don't know what I'm stepping into. I'm literally going in blind because I have no idea what the fuck this is about at all. So, okay. Let's get into it. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment. Patreon and Discord links are down in the description below. On Patreon, I was about to say Discord, bitch. On Patreon, we are still getting into ladder. We are on our, by the time this comes out, we should be done our first season of ladder, and then we should be jumping more into like performances and knowing bros and all that good shit. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what this is about, bitch. I have no idea.
December 1st, 2017. Mnet aired the annual awarding show MNET Asian Music Awards.
Okay, so yeah,
probably the most awaited K-pop ceremony by K-pop fans all around the world. K-pop ceremonies, as any other awarding show, is full of controversies when it comes to voting and winners, but taking all this aside, the thing that we all enjoy, including the same idols, or the performances on this show are on another level. It really deserves to be the most popular award ceremony just for that. So EXO, as any other fandom with their bias artist, we were waiting for our favorite group to perform an incredible performance and winning as much awards as they could.
Okay.
But things took a different direction that we expected. We want Mama and Proc to put a clip of EXO's Mama and put a giant ass X in EXO's video too. Proc promoting their Mama show. With the history of Mnet and EXOs didn't find anything funny about this and instantly asked Mnet to remove it. It was so many complaints from all around the world that they had to delete the teaser and upload a different one. Now that I think, I wonder if this could have been a factor that caused the following things. Mnet is pretty much known for lacking originality, and Mama's ain't on inspection. We just have to go back to Mama's 2016 when Mnet presented a pretty cute and funny VCR. Wait, I kinda have seen this before. we can say it ain't that deep because truly it isn't, but when a company like Mnet does it, it really brush in the wrong way. 2017 and we repeat the same issue. Mama Japan played a VCR using the election VCR concept. To be honest, I personally feel this concept is universal to say it's a copy, but again, coming from Mnet, you know it comes from a bad intention, and to be honest, EXO's CBX faces said it all. I think this can be a touchy theme, but it has to be talked. I will not include any other group name to not start a fan war or something.
Oh shit.
This isn't about who deserved it or who didn't deserve it. Groups don't have anything to do with the things Mnet, so any kind of hate and discomfort is totally directed to Mnet. Everyone there is a winner on their own league and all the groups work hard. So is EXO. EXOs have always been an experts on voting, making iconic gaps without the use of illegal votes. If you are new to K-pop, you may think this is false. But let me tell you that EXOs back when they used to vote were unstoppable. Even during Mama 2017 there was illegal votes made by fans and those were deleted.
Oh wow. Okay. Huh.
Luckily EXO didn't have a big amount of those and made them jump to first place in most categories. Not just that, but EXO completely meted the criteria for those awards like digital points, sales and votes. EXO was even a candidate to win all day songs and pretty much every category they were nominated.
Okay.
But well, we really expect an award show to respect the criteria? Of course no. But Mnet really took it to another level for EXO that night. You would say a K-pop award show won't let a group take every award in a night, since that would be crazy, right? Everyone deserves to win there. That's exactly what Mnet troughed from 7 categories where EXO meted every criteria. They took home 1 award, just 1.
Wow.
The hours of the fanbase voting were totally wasted. For the fandom it was a totally disrespect to EXO and of course the fans who dedicated so many hours in voting. It was like being spitted in the face to add more fuel to the fire. Mamas of this category called Best Asian Style Award. They gave 1 per night in every stop. Mamas at Japan was won by EXO CBX. We have to take in mind this category is totally based on the number of tweets using the hashtag. So the next day at Hong Kong, EXOs were determined to give it to EXO, including myself. Were tweeting as much as we could. At that time fanbases were counting tweets and EXO was winning by a good gap. Even during Mama's live stream the pre-results were showed and EXO was at number 1, but as you can guess already EXO didn't win it. By that moment we collectively said EXO ain't winning anything today. Since Mnet could be so shameless to do something like this on our faces, what would we expect for the others? As we predicted, EXO only took a 1 award, and listen, they totally deserve that 1. They even made a record by winning Album of the Year for 5 years in a row, which is historical. But Daesong like Song of the Year or Artist of the Year, where EXO meted the criteria, were totally out of sign. As everyone can remember, the speech EXO made was full of tears, shaky voices and deep messages for EXO, and even a mention for Lay. A lot of people, especially K-pop fans, took this as EXO are just crying because they didn't win other day songs in awards. Their ego is crushed, so that's why they are crying. They are so devastated because SM stopped buying them awards and more bullshit like this.
Oh my god.
This is the time where we gonna look in deep of the things a lot never knew that happened that night.
By the way, I'm gonna leave my opinion for the end.
In Korean culture, the age is really important. For more years there is more respect, and this is totally applied in the K-pop scene. Rookies and newer groups perform at first and middle, meanwhile senior groups close the ceremony. This is determined by how many years the group has been in the industry. That night Super Junior was the oldest group, so it was expected to perform at last, and groups Lyle, BTS and EXO would perform before them, regardless of who of these three would close. The thing that actually got us mad was that a senior group like EXO had to perform in the middle of the ceremony, which apparently was a last-minute change. Reason? Who knows? Mama makes short interviews with the artists that will attend to the ceremony. This is weeks before, so groups can spoil a little bit about their performances. And EXO was pretty much excited about their
엑소틱입니다. 네, 엑소만의 색깔을 담은 퍼포먼스를 보여드리겠습니다.
엑스! 슈민! 와우. 제가 이번 퍼포먼스에 힘이 있습니다. 와우. 오! 오리지널입니다. 저희 엑소의 오리지널, 정말 참된 모습을 볼 수 있습니다.
2017년을 함축해서 한 번에 즐길 수 있는 그런 새롭고 신선하고 알찬 무대를 볼 수 있습니다.
key word was
Shady
Shumin.
looks cute.
We all got so excited. Here's spoiler about a solo performance, something Minseok isn't able to do often, so this got us all hyped. So you may wonder, what was that super awaited solo? Non-existent. We could talk for hours how EXO's performance was from the most superior in the whole 3 Mama days and how it was perfectly set to close the show. Don't get me wrong, the performance made me cry. And what do they meant about Shumin is the key point of the performance. Not a single solo stage for him, neither his power was implied in the performance. So here I ask, did EXO planned a performance and had to change it in last minute thanks to the cut of time, and also the timing of performing in the middle of the show? This are the thing we will never know. But again, EXO slayed that night. Jungkook's solo is iconic, and if they didn't give you chills in the last part of Power, are you even human?
So did they perform in the middle of the show? This was the performance? We got the power.
To the situation, Mnet staff confiscated EXO's light stick. Apparently is a new rule that you don't have to bring a light stick, which is dumb because it's to support you faves. There is literally no reason to take them away, but I made some research and seems this rule was applied in Mama 2019. Again, I am not sure if it's even a rule, but seems in 2017 it wasn't a rule. So again, there was no reason to take away their light sticks and give them their ugly ass Cube Mama Snake light stick. Also, this same Mnet light sticks failed during EXO's performance. Weird. Suspicious who?
Physical violence.
Now let's move to a more important situation that happened that night, and that personally makes me the most mad, and I think we all agree on this one, regardless of the fandom you are. Part 5. Following the fact that EXO finished their performance and EXOs were mad at the current situation, a big group of EXOs took their things and went to the exit door. Before we go to the main problem, let's discuss some things first. Leaving the place before an event is done is disrespectful? In my opinion, it depends what is the context. At the end of the day, if you paid, you are able to decide if you stay there or go away, just like when you go to a cinema.
Right.
So that night EXO said, "I don't want to stay here, time to go home," and this happened.
Fans were fighting? Is that what you're talking about? Let me read this. Some people argument that this video was about fans wanting to go inside the venue, but there isn't any proof about it, and was said by anti-fans who sided with Mnet. Meanwhile, there was proof of EXO-Ls were bruised on their knees with blood, even though I didn't find the pictures again now that I searched for it. I saw it at the time. You're free to believe it or not. So I really couldn't see because it was so grainy what was actually happening. I don't know if people were being hit or not, but I did see people kind of just big groups of people jumping over fences, running for the most part. So I don't know if any physical fights took place, and if they did, was it like a fan war? Like, what? Or were people actually like bombarding to leave? Like, I'm completely like lost in the sauce. I have no idea.
Regardless of what was exactly the situation, the brutality that Mnet staff showed crosses every line. If the version of fans wanting to get inside of the venue was true, that doesn't justify the brutality of the staff, and if the version of they just wanting to get out of the venue, then it's totally illegal to retain someone and abuse them physically. Basically, this whole thing is a mess wherever you want to see it. It's wrong, and in fact, they could have been sued for it. There is no way to justify the way they hurt the guests. To add a cherry on top, Sihan went online like 2 or 3 times in Weibo, where he definitely did saw this same clip since it was uploaded on Weibo.
But who is
As you can see, a lot happened, from simple things to things we can't imagine. We didn't expect EXO TK win all their nominations, but we surely didn't expect them to not win anything. The show was about to finish, the tension was getting worse. There was only 2 awards left. AOTY and Artist of the Year. Our last hope was Album of the Year. And for the first time in the night, we felt relief.
Mnet Asia Music Awards Q10 Album of the Year.
EXO once again breaks a new record, becoming the first group to win Album of the Year 5 years in a row. The EXOs on the crowd break in tears just as EXO. This is where the pics that maybe everyone has seen until now but didn't know what actually happened.
엑소를 사랑하시는 많은 분들 기대 많이 해주세요. 미아원 엑소 사랑하자!
큰 상 받았으니까 울지 마요, 여러분들. 알겠죠? 내년에 또 봐. 잘 자. 이제 들어가.
Maybe they're crying out of frustration.
네. 여기까지 올라오게 잘 키워주신 우리 엑소에 정말 감사하고 사랑합니다.
한 문장이 정말 가슴에 닿는데 음악은 경쟁이 없습니다, 여러분.
You felt questioning as well as crying.
Y'all can't understand the tension and anxiety of this day. It made me realize that award seasons for fandoms are the most unhealthy thing. Is unnecessary, but still it built this anxiety to your faves win. fight against people making fun of them or putting them as flops if they lose one nomination. I came to realize it really isn't worthy of my mental health to deal with this. To the grace of our fandom, EXO from that day never came back to Mamas and award shows in general, and EXO's made a promise to never vote for EXO in anything related to Mnet.
Wow. That was the last show. Hold on, this is...
The history of Mnet shading EXO and boycott their comebacks, blocking their general, and EXO's made a promise to never vote for EXO in anything related to Mnet.
Okay. There's also some families who asked to okay. So the last show was what, 2017?
The history of Mnet shading EXO and boycott their comebacks, blocking their all kills and more. That I guess I have enough material to do another video about it, but as I said, SM decided to no bring any groups to Mamas since 2017, and I have to give this one to SM. They made a right choice. As you can see, this day hurted EXO and EXOLs to the bone, and we will always remember it as one of the worst days of EXO career. And you say, well, it's 2020, it's been a while since then, time to forget about it? Seems MNET can't let go EXO neither, and use this clip of Chanyeol crying and pulled put it tears of joy top promote Mama 2019. I swear to God, this damn bastards really tried to imply he was crying for happiness when we all know damn well that happened the day. That day the fandom, mostly Korean EXOs, created a hashtag to express their anger toward this teaser, and this was talked from other fandom as an attack for their faves. So if the hashtag wasn't enough clear, now you know the reason of it. Other situation was this pic that was allegedly talked the day of Mamas 2017 that includes EXOs with their middle finger up to the roof. Again, this same other fandom took this as an attack for their faves because they won other awards, which again is false. First of all, you can see winner Lysticks in there, and for y'all information, winner didn't even perform that day at Mamas. YG stopped bringing their artist since before that year. Not just that, but you can spot a winner fan doing the same thing. So in conclusion, this picture won even from that day. Case closed.
Let me see. Only reason I'm bringing these two last points is because of the moment discussing about Mama 2017. As I'm gonna trash the things get into spotlight as if those were just kidding. Girl, this is a
Did you
lot.
like this video? You were aware of what happened that night? I feel by this point all fandoms hate Mnet, and totally deserved. But guess what? Karma never fails. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you can, please share this video with other EXOs that until this day keep asking about what happened that day. Anyway, that's all for today. Have a nice day.
Okay. That was a lot to take in. Okay, so when the video... That's what I'll say, right? When the video had first started, I was kind of unsure what I was walking into. Because I'm like, okay, I know Mama is like some type of show because I think I have watched performances from Mama, Mnet. So I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then they start to talk about like taking away glow sticks, or, you know, they were performing like in the middle of, you know, the show. And, you know, so I guess I kind of pre-received this as maybe, because sometimes, I have to be honest, sometimes fans put 20 on 10. We as fans, we got to take accountability. Sometimes we get a little overprotective of our faves, and we think that anything done against them, or not anything done against them, but anything that happens is like done against them to like harm them or hurt them or anything. But that's just us being overprotective, right? So I get it. Trust me. I have my faves as well, and I'm overprotective as well. So I totally get that. So I'm like, is this person are the fans putting 20 on 10? Is it really not like that big of a deal? Because the things that they were naming in the beginning, it's kind of like, it kind of wasn't like making me feel as though it was anything to like really drag out. Like maybe you can nag about it for a little bit, like, oh, I didn't like how they did that, but okay, move on. But to make an entire video about it, I don't know. But see, here's the thing, I'm new here. I'm new in this territory. I don't know I wasn't there in 2017, so I have no idea what happened. Nor do I know the history of Mnet and SM. See, I didn't know that they don't mess with each other like that. Which I could see how fans would be like, okay, well, this and this, you're putting 2 and 2 together as a fan. You're like, this and this and this is not adding up. And I already know that this award show doesn't really mess with my people like that. So I feel like you're purposely doing things to try to like tarnish them or hurt them or in some way. I get it. Plus, a lot of these award shows already be in bed with a lot of these labels. Let's just talk about it. A lot of these award shows be in bed with a lot of these labels. It's just how it goes, unfortunately. That's why a lot of the time, I don't be tuning into these award shows. A lot of these awards are already bought, first of all. First and foremost, a lot of these awards are already bought. They already know who they giving the award to. It's already been paid off. It just is what it is. And then they be in bed with a lot of them. So if there is an issue with SM and Mnet, then I could see Mnet basically not giving a F about EXO in any capacity. Now, is it just an EXO thing? Because this is when I'm watching this, I was like, is it just an EXO thing or is it all SM artists? But then she said none of SM's artists have been back to Mama since 2017. So it is clearly an SM and Mnet situation. But here's my thing. Here's another one. I'm almost done with my rant. Here's another one. Has only EXO just experienced bullshit with Mnet, or has it been other groups also in SM? Somebody answer me, because I don't know. I know Red Velvet signed to SM, you know, GG, NCT. Is it just with EXO that they were having these issues with when it came to SM? Or has it been other groups who have kind of just like been shunned when it comes to this award show in particular? That's what I'm really curious about. I don't know if you guys can leave comments and let me know. I am really intrigued with this. I don't know if there's more videos diving deep or touching more on the relationship between SM and Mnet, but I definitely would like to know like what is going on. And they said they have not been back since 2017, and that it goes for any SM artist. They have not been to the award show. That's crazy, because ain't SM one of the big 3? And your artists, none of your artists are going to this award show? That's crazy. Are any SM artists still winning awards from Mama? That's something that I would like to know too. So, I mean, listen, let me know. This was a really, really good video. At first, I was kind of like, I don't know. But the more they started talking about it, and then the fight at the end, and I could see why fans would be like, bitch, I really we're not messing with y'all like that, because you're really trying to play in my fave's face. I get it. I totally get it. Like I said, I have my personal faves in the West that I go hard for, and I be feeling like they get slighted. They get slighted, they get blackballed, they get opportunities taken away from them. Trust me, I completely understand. So this was a really good video. You guys, let me know your take down in the comments. Let me know, because like I said, I'm new to this. I didn't even know they was beefing. I didn't know there was a beef. I had no idea. Anyway, I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Patreon, Discord, links down in the description below. And I will see you guys later. Bye.